Hey guys, it is Tuesday here in West Virginia, so it is time for us to do our 2 for Truckin' Tuesday, and this is kind of like a continuation of Mopar Monday, because our trucks are Mopars, and as promised last week, we have the new Dodge pickup trucks from 1978 lift set with the stock Adventurer and the slammed Adventurer from M2 Machines. Very cool set. If you follow me on IG or Facebook, you've probably already seen me posting pics of these bad boys since I had them about 2 weeks ago. I just couldn't resist. I had to start posting pics. And as of now, these two put me up to having 21 different M2 Machines pickups of the 72 to 93 Dodge truck body style, and 2 customs. So I have 23 total, 21 different ones, and we're going to be bringing those to you maybe next week or the following week. I hope to obtain a couple of more, and that way I can show them all at one time. But I'm missing 6 of them, and as I've mentioned in the past, I try not to really get the pop culture stuff, like all the Turtle Acts, the Coca-Cola, and Sweethearts, those type of ones I don't have. But I do actually have 2 Coca-Cola. There's 4 of them out, actually. I have the first release of a Power Wagon or a Dodge truck, besides the club piece of the Slam Little Red Express with all the gold trim. The first retail release was the Coca-Cola Christmas Edition Power Wagon, and that I have that one. That's the only one I have not cracked open, because I have the whole set of those Coke cars, and I'm just keeping them preserved as a set. And then I have the Coca-Cola Little Red Express. That's the latest one that was released, but there's another one coming up. Actually, not coming up, it has already come up, but it's hitting a few stores, I think, on the West Coast, making its way across the country. It is the Power Wagon lifted with a roll bar and a brush guard, and it's stock Power Wagon. It's the only one with that kind of trim option besides the SRT ones, and it says Coca-Cola Dad on the side of it. I would like to get 2 of those, actually, and take the tampos off of one and leave it plain red, and leave one packaged with the Dad on the door. Usually I'm not too much into the pop culture, as I just mentioned, but that one actually looks good. Then they have the yellow step side Coca-Cola one, and that one I could take or leave. They have a Power Wagon Turtle Wax, green and white. That one I could take or leave. And same thing with the Sweethearts Little Red Express. That one I'm not so fond of either. That's probably my least favorite of the ones I don't have. And then there's a brown and white 2-tone Power Wagon coming up. I don't know where it's going to be. It's going to be an exclusive, but I've heard some people say O'Reilly's, and then I've heard some people just say it was going to be a hobby exclusive, and it would only be at places like Hobby Lobby or online hobby shops. So we'll have to see whenever it's released, but it's coming soon. And out of those 21 I have and those 6 I just mentioned, that gives us 27 models of these trucks, Power Wagons and Adventurers. That does not include the ramp backs, and I think there are 2 or 3 of the ramp backs out there. And anyways, the ramp backs, I know they're okay, but they're just not my cup of tea. I think there's something wrong with the wheelbase on them. The wheelbase looks too big. There's just not enough behind the rear tire, in my opinion. So that's why I have not got any of those. Plus, I haven't really had the chance. They have not hit my Walmart yet. So when they do hit my Walmart, I may buy one if I can get it in person. But if I had to pay like $10 or $12 for shipping for an auto hauler, I'll pass. But I did do that for the recent SRT set. We'll be unboxing that probably next week for Truckin' Tuesday. So anyways, let's get this open. It's just kind of a very subtle package, but it looks cool. Dodge pickup truck, 78, and shows you the lift icon there. And then above that is 14 and older, and it tells you that this is limited to 4,850 pieces, which is pretty limited actually for regular, and 750 for the chase. The back kind of just says the same thing. It just has the Adventure 150 emblem there and Dodge licensing and all that stuff. So I've cut this where it opens like a door. I am going to hang on to this package, and then it has this little plastic insert that holds everything in place, and I'm going to try to be careful here because the lift itself is not screwed down anymore on my set. I've taken them off. So this does have 4 little screws. You can take the lift off if you want to. As you can see, the 4 holes on the base. So you do not have to keep the lift intact to those plastic bases. And I only have 1 screw holding this Adventurer down, and it's not on there very tight. And this is probably the lowest of the low when it comes to the Dodge trucks, maybe of any M2 truck. I don't know if it's the profile of the tire or what, but this thing is super slammed. And then the stock 2-wheel drive platform, I only put 1 screw in there too, so we can get it out fairly quick, because I wanted to do more talking on these and such, and not have to waste a lot of time taking it apart. And plus, putting those lifts back on the base is a little bit difficult sometimes because the legs are bowed and they're kind of like sprung a little bit. So it's hard to get all 4 of them to line up and go in the holes, and it's just a little complicated. So we're going to go down with the camera here, guys. And as you can see, it is pretty low and it rolls good. I had taken mine apart and did a little bit of tweaking on the axle in the rear because the back tires were really rubbing the inside of the bed because the axle was too wide. But you need to be careful because, as I found out, if you cut it too short, you don't have enough sticking through. So anyways, they put both wheels on, but now it rolls good, everything clears, it's not really rubbing the bed too much. It hangs up a little here and there, but I don't know, that's the best I can get it right now. The other one rolls good, looks okay. I'm not a big fan of the thin white wall tires, but I guess it looks good on this because it has a stock white steel rims, the dog dish caps. The only complaint I have on these and some of the other like step sides, like the Little Red Expresses, the axles are too narrow. In my opinion, they need to be just a little bit longer so the tires come out a little bit further, a little bit closer to the bed, and that's kind of what they did to this one, and this is one that didn't need it done. So yes, they need to get their axles down pat on these trucks, but they're great looking trucks, and if you buy model kits and such, you always get extra axles, and sometimes they're a little bit longer, so that's what I'm going to start looking for, and maybe swap out some of my adventurers like this guy and the Little Red Expresses, a couple step sides, the yellow step side I have, and give it a little bit wider track because they're a little bit too narrow and such. So that's just my opinion on them, but besides that, they're awesome trucks, and they do sometimes come with a little tweak on the hood. I've been noticing on some of mine that they have this little raise in the corner, and I think it's the way the hood is casted. I don't think it's anything else, but the hood itself is a little bit bowed. Even the lowered one does it, but it's hard to see on camera because it's black. But I'm going to grab another slammed one and let you guys see. This is the SRT model kit, the red one, and it's slammed, yes, but I don't know why. The orange and black looks lower, and I'm thinking it really is, and such. If you even look at them from the front, it's kind of hard to tell because, once again, black with the black bumper, and such, but I don't know. I think it is a tad bit lower. It may just be the illusion that it gives because of the color of the black and orange two-tone. Maybe it makes it have that appeal that it's lower, because they're maybe the same, but it just seems like that one is like super low. But anyways, that's pretty much it for these model kit ones. As you can see, this thing just looks fantastic. I think this is probably my favorite lowered one or two-wheel drive one of the whole mix so far. Out of the Power Wagons, I think one of the first of the regular retail issues, the orange one, the like Hemi-orange one with the chrome wheels, that's probably my favorite Power Wagon to date too. I have a thing for orange cars. It's one of my favorite colors, so I have a tendency to lean towards them. But this truck here, it just looks fantastic with this two-tone paint job. It's very like conservative looking. It's not too much, but not too little. Looks fantastic like this. And we have, as I said, the SRT set coming up next week, which is another set that's really cool. It would have been really cool to see that SRT plum crazy truck towing the slammed SRT Adventurer. The set, the lifted one, the SRT and the auto hauler set, is pretty much the exact same thing as the SEMA truck, except it's purple instead of green. So really cool set. But that's pretty much it for these guys. I just wanted to show you the pros and cons of them and such, but it is a great set. If I get the opportunity to buy another one at retail of like 18 bucks at Hobby Lobby, I'm going to snag it up because I'd like to have another set, but I don't want to pay. I think I paid like 28 or 29 for this set with shipping included, which is pretty good, but I would like to find one in person at the store for like 18 bucks and such. So it may be possible, but my Hobby Lobby's behind on what they stock, so we'll have to wait and see. But anyways, yeah, if you get a chance to get the set, I highly recommend it. Great looking set. We'll be back again on Friday, guys, for our Free It Friday. Not sure what we're going to have for you, but we'll have something cool. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your week.